I'm pregnant.
Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on, well, all the Arrowverse shows I guess, but mainly The Flash, because we're doing another question and answers video, or a Q&A. So yeah, leave any other questions you want me to answer in the comment section down below, because as we're in a hiatus, or, you know, the break between the seasons, there's a lot of space to fill. So if you have any other questions that I do not answer in this video, let them live in the comments, I guess, and we might pick a few for harvesting. And of course, if you're going to enjoy the video, it would be awesome if you could drop a like on it and just subscribe, I guess, if you're new and you're watching this video randomly. So yeah, let's just jump into the first question, and that comes from Finaltash, one of them, and he goes, is there a reason, or they go, might I say, is there a reason there's no more Supergirl content? So I put this question in here just to clarify some things, because some people are confused. Supergirl for me was just not, it's okay. This season's okay. It was just, I wasn't motivated to do the content. So I thought, you know what, I'm not going to force myself to do it, fake out me enjoying the episodes, or fake out just some decent reactions to it. So I just thought, you know, I'll just let it be. Other channels can focus on it. And yeah, but I might be doing a video on the finale just to give my overall thoughts on the season, and then maybe a bonus video if anything interesting happens in the finale leading on to next season. But next season I might pick it up again. Just for this season I thought I'd drop it, just because I wasn't enjoying it as much as I was with other shows. Question 2 comes from Cars10s. Well, that was an easier one than the first username, and they go, do you think DeVoe was killed off too quickly, and do you think Ralph has all of DeVoe's powers? So that second part, I did a video on that. I'll leave it linked in the description, I guess, if anyone wants to go watch it, where I explain the whole Ralph having DeVoe's powers, and I don't think that's the case, but I go into more depth in that video. And in regards to if I think DeVoe was killed off too quickly, yes, I had pointed out in a couple of videos. I thought it was a bit weird when they introduced that AI version of DeVoe, so the one that like sort of came out of the chair that was, you know, caused by Kilgore's powers. I thought they might have done an interesting like 10-minute part with him, and then he just got pulled out of the back by Marlies. Thought that was weird. So in regards to that, yes. In regards to Ralph sort of like pushing him out, I thought that was actually really good and actually what I was expecting, so I wasn't disappointed by that. But the whole AI DeVoe sort of, you know, premise or possibility I thought was wasted, because that's in the comics. If you don't know, the Thinker goes like AI, and that's like a version of him from the comics. Question 3 comes from Radical Z or Z, and they go, could Batgirl appearing in the 2018 annual Arrowverse crossover possibly lead to a Batgirl show in the next year or two? Well, firstly, Radical Z, it's actually Batwoman, not Batgirl, that's appearing in the crossover. Yeah, in regards to Batgirl appearing in Batgirl show, yeah, I think it could be possibly like a backdoor pilot, because obviously Arrow, how long's Arrow going to go for? It could just keep going like Supernatural, but you think eventually there's going to be an end for Arrow? So if season 7 of Arrow is its... Season 7? Season 7. We're in season... Yeah, season 7 is upcoming. So if season 7 of Arrow is its last, then easily if they set up Batwoman, they could make that the new show. Because are they going to use Batwoman in the DC movies? I can't see it in the next... you know, in the reasonable future or the near future. So why not make a show with and use a character that is fairly popular with certain people? So yeah, go for it in my opinion, and it wouldn't surprise me if they do. The next question comes from Weather Girl Flash Fan. They ask, what do you think they will do for the Flash 100th episode, since it's also most likely the crossover episode? Arrow pulled it off well, but how would it work with Flash? Yeah, so similar to Arrow, Flash's 100th episode will be the 8th episode of its 5th season, which means it will be, well, it should be within the crossover, because the crossover is usually at least on Arrow episode 8 and Flash episode 8. With Legend and Supergirl, it can sometimes be on their episode 7 or possibly even their episode 9, but I think they should all line up this year properly. Yeah, it matters when they do the crossover. They probably will announce at Comic-Con when the crossover is going to be. As I said, usually 8, you would have to think it would be 8, and due to that, Flash's 100th episode will be in the crossover like Arrow's was. I hope it isn't, because I think Arrow was able to do a really cool thing with the Dominator's premise and mix that in with its 100th episode and make it really enjoyable if you're an Arrow fan. But I don't know what Flash could do with its, you know, its crossover episode to make it really Flash focused, because it is the last part of the crossover. So I'm sort of hoping and crossing my fingers that maybe they make episode 7 of the seasons the crossover this season. Just so Flash, sorry, has its 100th episode, because I don't think it'd be able to like mix well with the rest of the crossover. In regards to that 100th episode, you just want everyone coming back. Like, it was just really like Speed Force focused, have like Savitar, actually Do we want Savitar? Maybe not Savitar, but Reverse Flash, Zoom, all of them cool guys. Just Jay Garrick showing up, Jesse Quick, Wally West, all of them. You want all of them showing up in the 100th episode, getting tongue-tied. And yeah, just speeds to focus. Just make it ridiculous. Doesn't have to make sense. Just make it awesome to watch. Just have all these characters come back. The next question comes from Swifty, and they ask, how do you think Impulse will be introduced into the show? And by Impulse, Swifty means Bart Allen. It's a tricky one because like before this season's finale, I thought, okay, they could just do basically what they did in Young Justice with Bart Allen and make him come back from the future, exploring and stuff. But with the Nora Allen character, they're sort of mixing in some Bart Allen with her. So it almost seems that they could be killing a couple of birds with one stone with that Nora Allen character. Having it be Barry Norris's daughter, so that's the Dawn part. And then we have sort of like the things that she's doing, which is very Bart Allen-esque, which, you know, you chuck in the Bart Allen stuff. So you're killing a couple of characters off with one stone, with the one character. I hope that's not the case, but Wally West is leaving the show, which does open the door to Bart Allen possibly coming in and being, whether it's Impulse or the new Kid Flash. You know, they could do that with the character. But yeah, we might do a video on that in the next couple of weeks in regards to just specifically Bart Allen and what they could do with the character. AKA Revolt comes in with the next question. They ask, at what point do you think they'll reintroduce the Reverse Flash as the main villain? Well, season 10, you'd think, if they get to season 10, you think Reverse Flash would be the villain then. I am expecting Reverse Flash to be the villain again, but like an older or possibly even a younger Reverse Flash. Either or works for me, in my opinion. But yeah, we're going to get him back at some stage. I think it just really depends if they're going to use the Matt Letcher version, which is like the more comic book looking Eobard Thawne, or the one that we saw on Legends. If they use that one, then they're just going to have to wait for that actor's availability. He's on Narcos at the moment, filming that show, or they might have just finished, but he's on the new season of that show. So whether he continues on into the next season, they'll just have to wait until he's free. But yeah, expect season 10 if they get there, but if not, then maybe like a season 7 would be pretty cool. But yeah. So Javian, I think that's how you pronounce it, comes in with the next question. They ask, do you think Diggle will be Green Arrow while Oliver is in prison? Well, if in that finale they do tease, like, you know, Diggle opening the case and like the Green Arrow suit being there again. So you'd have to say yes, but it might just be for like emergencies. They might use the rest of Team Arrow as the people out there, but if, you know, Diggle's needed and the Green Arrow is needed, then Diggle can go in that suit. But yeah, we don't really know how that's going to be used next season, so it could be completely different. We'll have to wait and see, obviously, but it wouldn't surprise me if Diggle suited up again. And the last question comes from Luminal, and they ask, why didn't anyone major die besides DeVoe? I was surprised just because I thought they might kill off Cecile, just because I don't really know what they could do with the character next season, apart from her being a mother. But maybe they didn't want the finale to be so like doom and gloom, so maybe that's why they didn't do it. But yeah, DeVoe was really the only one to die, if you exclude all the other bus metas, I guess. But I knew Ralph wasn't going to be completely gone. Like, I think we just expected Ralph to come back. But yeah, I am surprised that Cecile didn't die. I thought they might have done something there with her, but maybe they just wanted to play it safe and keep her alive. But who knows what they could do next season. I think we should all expect a character death. Who knows who it will be? We'll have to wait and see. But thanks for watching, guys. That's the end of this Q&A. It was a quick one. Usually I'm spending way too long on the questions, so I thought I'd do a quick one. But yeah, leave any other questions you might have that I didn't answer in this video in the comment section down below, and you might get your question picked for the next one, whenever that might be. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, it would be awesome if you could drop a like on it to show your support, and of course subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'll catch you later, guys. Goodbye.